for Brazil.
And good evening to you from the World Game. It was 32 years ago, precisely on the 13th of November 1973, that Australia had qualified for a place in the World Championship of the world's most important sport. That day, a 1-0 win in a playoff against South Korea gave Australia a World Cup appearance which was to grow into a millstone around the neck of a nation proud of its broad sporting successes, but which was unable to duplicate them in the sport that mattered most. During those 32 years and over 7 successive World Cup failures, the sport of football, and especially the World Cup, grew enormously in stature in Australian eyes, and our national need to make it to the holy grail of sport became almost pathological. It was against this background that Australia played Uruguay in its final home and away playoff for the right to be in Germany for the World Cup finals of 2006. Australia lost the first leg in Montevideo 1-0, and the challenge 3 days later was to defeat a twice previous World Cup winner and one of the world's craftiest football teams by at least 2 goals on home soil. 83,000 noisy fans, mostly bursting from 32 years of frustration, came to Sydney's Telstra Stadium, where our commentators were Craig Foster and Simon Hill.
Well, Husserdink has gone for a team that has goals in mind this evening. Tim Cahill and Marco Bresciano start. Harry Kewell and Archie Thompson are the men to drop out. It's reasonably the same 3-4-3 shape that Hiddink started with on Saturday. Tim Cahill playing at the head of the diamond. Vinnie Grella at the base, no doubt to keep an eye on the danger man Recoba. Emerton and Chipperfield will be expected to get forward and get some balls into the box for the likes of Cahill and captain Mark Viduka. Kewell and Aloisi may be used, among others, off the bench. The two captains, Mark Viduka and Paulo Montero. Tonight's referee, of course, Luis Medina Cantalejo. Change from Spain. Uruguayans wanted a change, and as for the Uruguayan lineup, well, they've come with a slightly more circumspect approach, as you might expect on such a big event. In fact, it looks like they're pretty well matched up man for man with Australia. Guillermo Rodriguez and the returning Diego Lugano form a back three with Paulo Montero, the captain. Gustavo Varela also returns after his ban. He and Mario Reguero providing the width, along with Diogo and Dario Rodriguez. Recoba, we think, will support Richard Morales up front. That side showing 4 changes from the first leg. Diego Perez in midfield was suffering with a muscular problem, possibly something to do with their long flight. It's a wonderful sight at Telstra Stadium. Who says this isn't a football country? As we look at the Uruguayan danger man, Alvaro Recoba. Vital that Australia keep tabs on him tonight, but it's a sea of green and gold. A few Uruguayan flags as well. Back in 1974, Australia beat Uruguay 2-0 in Sydney en route to a World Cup in Germany. Could the same thing happen again tonight? We're about to find out. Cross your fingers, your toes, have your worry beats to hand. This is going to be a heck of a ride. Australia chasing the tie. 1-0 down after the first leg in Montevideo. And they're kicking from right to left on your screen in this first half. It's bound to be an edgy, nervy opening start. Both teams try and settle down in front of this huge crowd at Telstra Stadium. Alvaro Recoba said this week that Uruguay had a divine right to be at the World Cup finals. Well, they're going to have to earn it this evening. And just a few of the banners have picked up on that statement in the crowd in Sydney. Divine right, said one, not tonight. I think, Craig, that patience might just be the key as well for Australia tonight. They've really got to play the tie and not the occasion.
That's right. Possession will be critical for us. We need to make sure, like the first 30 minutes in Montevideo, we do control this match. We do control the ball. Into good combinations, get people close to each other. Support for Viduka. It is the role for Cahill and Bresciano, so getting back to defend when needed.
With the ball again for the Spanish referee to sort out. You can hear 1 or 2 of the boos from the crowd. They think it's a little more gamesmanship from the Uruguayans. I can tell you that Jorge Fossati has been vocal again in the Uruguayan press in the last couple of days. Quote, "We've got to leave to one side all the things that are being said," said Fossati. "We're not fearing that it might be in FIFA's interests when Australia go through." Where he gets that from, I'm not sure. It's now all been sorted out. by Luis Medina Cantaleo. It's Gustavo Varela getting the return pass from Diogo. Tony Popovic got ahead on it. Chipperfield up to Viduka. Sgrella swinging the left boot. It's Guillermo Rodriguez, one of two Rodriguezes on the park tonight. And the first free kick has gone Uruguay's way. Richard Morales, always a handful for Lucas Neal.
Nice early signs, though, for Australia defensively. Trying to make sure they put pressure on the first touch of the Uruguayans coming from behind, keep them going away from goal, as they did on that occasion.
Koba to deliver. Oh, and it bounced off Mark Schwarzer. An early scare for Australia. He is the danger from any sort of range. We saw that on Saturday night in Montevideo. He was a good 30-35 metres out there, but he can hit them from any sort of range.
That's where he's so dangerous. Mark Schwarzer just trying to organise his defence. And while you're doing that, you have to maintain concentration. So he'll have a go from anywhere. Rakoba, I've seen him hit them as well. In the first leg, Schwarzer made some superb saves. Held everything he needed to do, and really needs to be on it tonight.
Another free kick, another delivery by Rakoba towards Carlos Diogo, who's coming in the far post. And Scott Chipperfield, who concedes the corner. It's been a bit of a nervy start by Australia. So there's some problem with the pressure of the footballs, as you might have gathered by the constant changing in the opening moments. This is the man that Australia have to keep tabs on. Can't afford to give away too many free kicks, or indeed corners, with his quality of delivery. It's Morales who's the target. Mark Schwarzer will get it.
Time to settle down now for Australia. Some good possession. Just take the time. Start to build up the play. Get some people on the ball. Settle the nerves.
Won't do too much to settle the nerves for Vinny Grella. Slight misunderstanding with Lucas Neal. It's Pablo Garcia of Real Madrid, of course, with the headband. A little player for the Uruguayans in midfield. Here's Dario Rodriguez, the goal scorer in the first leg. Vidmar wins that contest. Now Jason Kalina.
It's good play from Kalina. He's maintaining possession, nothing on.
Now Brett Emerton scampering away. Just too much pace on the ball from Tony Vidmar. Right idea, though.
That's the key. Playing with one up front now, Viduka. It's a pretty cautious start, really. Just leaving Cahill in behind Viduka. When we do receive the ball, we need to attack with players, get numbers forward.
I'm sure the likes of Everton and Chipperfield have been given licence to get forward, and that's good work by Mark Viduka. Has Cahill and Bresciano in support. Slips it to Cahill, flag was up far side.
That's why he's there, Timmy Cahill. A yellow card, missed out in the first leg. Gets a run in this most important of games. Wants to get forward. Viduka tracking back wide, pushing Uruguay into wide areas.
Now Varela has slipped his marker. Went to ground rather quickly there. Australian fans weren't happy with that decision. A few complaints by Chipperfield.
That was lovely skill, really. Skin Chipperfield on the inside, got very, very close. This is danger signs. Exact same situation from the first leg.
It's almost the same spot. Over to take. Referee again is just going to sort one or two things out in the penalty area. A few tense moments in Sydney, as you'd expect. It's Rakoba to deliver. Schwarzer would have known too much about that one. It's been deflected behind. Another Uruguayan corner.
It's a great defensive header from Tony Popovic.
Another corner for Uruguay. Again, lots of movement. Oh, and Schwarzer didn't get there. And it was Diego Lugano, I think, who got the header, or maybe even came off his shoulder. Flag had gone up in any case.
Well, again, the ball was nothing short of world class. He put so much pace on it, spin, hits it flat, straight across the defenders. It's almost impossible for a keeper to come out. Who knows if he makes that choice.
Australia just need to settle down a bit here. It's a good ball. Popovic had stayed up for the corner. And a shot from long range from Tony Vidmar. Forcing the save out of Carini.
He doesn't score often, and when he does, they're important goals. And with the ball set up for him, it was a very good defensive header, actually. We had a man getting around the back there. Could have been dangerous.
I have to say, Craig, so far, it's the visitors who've impressed them all.
I think so. We've started fairly cautious. And this guy here, Vinny Grella, needs to get himself on the ball and start to dictate the play a little bit in the centre of midfield. He's doing a good job of spoiling. He needs to start to settle the side down from the centre as well.
Lugano just slipped. It has been a wet day in Sydney. Clouds have relented as kick-off approached. There's just a bit of zip about the surface. Bresciano. Paducah was on the stretch. Cahill won the header. Chipperfield goes down. Free kick.
That's better play. A little bit lucky. Ball in from Bresciano into Viduka. First one he's had into his feet. Get all around 30 yards out from the box. Cahill getting up, as we know he can. Chipperfield getting the second ball. We've got bodies there now. This is where we need to capitalise whenever we get down to the defensive Uruguayan third.
Bresciano to take. Atmosphere rising at Telstra Stadium in Sydney. It's Bresciano. That's a good metre or two over the top. Sighter for Marco Bresciano, who looked very dangerous when he came off the bench on Saturday.
Yes, he did. Within a minute, in fact, he'd hit something similar to this in open play. Almost glazed the far post. This time it missed the near. It's a good early tester from Bresciano. Already sent the warning to the keeper. Carini going to have a strike here. Affects his positioning. He'll be more reticent to come out.
Well, Australia dropped off Richard Morales there, as you suggested, Craig, but they still ended up giving away the free kick.
Oh, well, they were unlucky that time. But it was good play. I like it. Leave him isolated. Let him head the ball. Take the runners. They're going nowhere.
Here's Recoba. Pablo Garcia. And Lugano. Good challenge from Vinny Grella.
Good shepherding wide.
He's playing his way into the game, Vince Grella. Diogo. A little 1-2 with Diego Lugano, spotted by Lucas Neal. Diogo's still got the cross in. Lugano picks it up.
Good pressure.
Too many gold shirts in the way. Oh, Scott Chipperfield forgot the ball.
What's going on there?
Well, the referee has pulled play up for a free kick to Australia. And I think Scott Chipperfield's frustration there was the fact that he wanted an advantage to be played. Tony Popovic. Very hard with his fitness over the last few weeks with Les Gillis and Anthony Crea. Although he's not been playing regularly for Crystal Palace through his various injury problems. Well as well, a lot of it out. Viduka just leaning off. Here's a chance for Everton. Colina! Beaten away by Fabio Carini. Still in play?
Still.
Corner ball.
That is good football. Good football, Tony Vidmar. Ball from the back to front, right into the feet of Mark Viduka. Oh, he loves it. Just holding off the player. people into play. Could have a strike there, unselfish.
There's the corner. It's a deep one. It's too deep for Tony Vidmar. A few pleasantries between Vidmar and Guillermo Rodriguez as well.
And he can hit them from there, Jason Colina. Good opportunity for him in his favoured right boot, just outside the box. Plenty of those in the Dutch First Division, but good play at the back, I like it. We're under pressure, out wide. Popovic turned back, went back to the keeper, switched the play.
Now Rakoba, he's nicked the ball away from Vidmar. It's Rakoba!
Oh.
Could have scored and possibly should have scored and maybe put the tie beyond Australia's reach, and Rakoba knows it. Australia have got out of jail there, Craig.
Yeah. Well, we need some luck. We always need luck in these big games. Tell you what, we haven't had a tremendous amount in the last 7 campaigns. Maybe we're due. Maybe that's a sign for Australia. I'll tell you what, on his left boot there, Rakoba, he's asked to hit the target.
Put the house on him hitting the target. You can breathe easy at home. For a moment at least.
So 90 minutes of this.
It's going to be one of those nights.
It's just what we can't afford. It's just what Uruguay wanted.
Barno leading into Mark Viduka. Despite the angelic look. Free kick for Marco Bresciano to deliver. A lot of set pieces so far in this game for both teams. Australia make one count. Cahill was lurking on the far post. Good claim though by Fabian Carini.
It's too easy.
Oh, and a bit of afters too. Now, Guillermo Rodriguez was the man who shot Cahill in the face there.
It's just the referee wasn't interested.
Always told you can't raise your arms on a football field, otherwise you risk a card.
Touch someone on the face, regardless of how you do it. He's just got to keep his cool.
Here's Varela. Chipperfield just stuck the leg out. And here is that last incident, Craig. Oh, I'm sorry, but you can't do that.
No, that's right. It's just the referee's right there. Referee's got to be closer to the action there.
Now Rakoba. Reguero. Miguela with the tackle.
That's the job. Screening in front. Important tackle.
Reguero has remained on the turf. Australian crowds not particularly impressed by they see perhaps as Uruguayan antics. Oh, and that was an arm across the face by Tony Popovic, and Popovic is going to get a yellow card for that. Now, to be fair, Craig, I think that's justified, but Australia will say there should have been a yellow card at the other end too.
Oh, there's no doubt. It's 2 different incidents, so this is blatant. Defender, Uruguayan defenders, a little bit craftier. With his back to the referee. Back from Pogba, well, he's just stepped across and clearly impeded the progress of Rakoba. And he gets an open play on the counter-attack, too. Here you have it, Tony Popovic making way. It's a tactical switch. Taking off one of the central defenders, an attacking player. Whether he'll go to a back 4, with Rakoba dropping in deep. They don't need the central 3 looking after them. Chipperfield comes in. He didn't need that extra defender.
There's one of those defenders, Lucas Neal.
Good adjustment by hitting. That's what he's here for.
There's a few coaches that read a game as well as Husidic. Here is Kuhl. His first touch, Chipperfield finding Cahill. How tight the space is. Here's Harry Kuhl.
It's still there.
And it's in!
Still there!
Australia have scored! Marco Bresciano! 33 minutes played, and Telstra Stadium erupts. Australia are level. What a moment. And Harry Kewell's involvement and impact is immediate.
And it was brilliant. It's a brilliant tactical switch by Hiddink. Give the man some credit. 25 years coaching at the highest level. Read the game. Read the weakness. Read what Australia needed. Needed number 10, H. Kewell. Great introduction from Kewell. Beautiful combination play. Getting numbers there. Good support. Kewell coming inside. Lovely run. It's played together. Viduka at Leeds for years. Good understanding. Dream goal for Australia.
What about that for a finish too by Marco Bresciano? Cool as you like. He's scored some crackers for Australia in recent years. Is that the most vital one he'll score? Well, it's set up beautifully now. The problem Australia have now, not to get too excited because there's a real buzz around the stadium.
To maintain possession. Also want to keep going forward. Well, you've got it. Let's try and get another. Just keep positive numbers at the back. See when we're going forward now, we're keeping 3 men there. Chipperfield's tucking in. And Brett Emerton's going forward.
Grella, no offside. The ball is just a bit too long from Vinnie Grella. The Australian tails are up, no question about that. Thanks to that man's goal. Must be going through Jorge Fossati's mind. 1-0 Australia on the night. All square over the 2 legs. And here's Montero with the free kick for Uruguay. Headed on by Morales. Here's Reguero. That was a foul by Mark Viduka. That was a striker's challenge. Big Dukes knows it.
So the challenge frustrates coaches. 37 minutes gone. You've just gone up 1-0. You have your skipper and striker come back and put a challenge like that and allow Rakoba on the ball for 7-8 minutes to half-time.
Well, this is an important moment for Australia. Schwartz are just moving Harry Kewell to block that near post. It's Rakoba with the delivery again. He's gone for the near post. Morales was the target.
Good, I like it. He should do that more. When he gets the ball airborne, he gets it in around between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box is where it's far more dangerous. And that is a great finish as well from Bresciano.
Picked up by Diogo. That's a good flicker by Reguero. Morales just holds it up. Little return pass, foul by Tony Vidmar. Just the sort of area Australia don't need to concede set pieces, and a yellow card too for Vinny. Australia ball just edging forward, referee trying to keep them in check. It's Rakoba. Over the top. Schwartz watched it all the way.
Good signs. Very good signs. Keep the momentum, Australia. Momentum of the team. Things going your way.
Here's Varela meantime. Using out to Grella. Bresciano uses out to Pablo Garcia. Misha Morales with the header. It's a bit scrappy in the midfield. The benefit of the doubt has gone Uruguay's way. Pablo Garcia and Vinnie Grella. A real tussle for the ball. Came off the chest of Lucas Neal. It's yet another free kick. 3 minutes to go before the break. You can really feel the tension at Telstra Stadium. That's comfortable enough. Well, it should have been for Mark Schwartz. Decided to Just bounced the ball. Lugano saw his opportunity. And it all ends in smiles. It's an easy enough catch for Schwarzer, but just the bounce gave Lugano half a thought of going in for the rebound. Kuhl has a good header towards Viduka. Helps it on towards Bresciano. Emerton in support. Kuhl, Viduka and Cahill wait in the box. Grella. Flick on by Cahill, but Kuhl had stopped his run on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Morales' header, cleared by Lucas Neal. Grella. It's had a good first half, just beyond Viduka. Kuhl tries to win it back and was rather late on Diego Lugano. He's going to have to sort out another little spat. Well, it was a foul, no question about that. But Lugano certainly made the most of it. You can see by Harry Kuhl's face as soon as he made the challenge, he knew he was late. And surprise, surprise, Lugano's on his feet and okay. Rodriguez goes long. Came off Chipperfield. Can Diogo keep it in? He can. Checks back onto the left boot. And that's an Australian throw. Well played, Harry Kuhl. He's really put himself about Harry Kuhl since coming on for Tony Popovic. The half-hour mark. Part to play in the goal. It's another late challenge, this time by Aguero, who gets shown the yellow card. Jason Colina felt the full weight of this one. Mario Aguero, who played in the games between these two nations 4 years ago. 8 other surviving members of the 2001 squad for Uruguay. There'll be 2 minutes additional time, incidentally, at the end of this opening period. The good news is that Jason Colina is okay, fit to resume. Viduka goes down. Bresciano got the follow-up. Here's Emerton. Aguero tracked back well. He tries to launch a counter. Another free kick. Into the final minute of the 2 to be added on at the end of the first half. Australia need to maintain their lead into the break. They've dealt with that free kick comfortably enough. Kuhl. That's a foul by Diogo, and it'll be another card. Starting to rack up. 2 apiece. Just the switch of feet did the damage. Diogo joins Aguero in the referee's notebook. Chipperfield with this free kick. Great if Australia could get a second goal. Came off Emerton's head. There's Kuhl. Colina. And there is the half-time whistle. A very eventful first half. And it's the Australian fans who are on their feet at the break. Jason Colina had a good chance for Australia early on. Rakoba really should have scored, but that man did. And his 7th international goal. is that on the tie, it's all square. But on the night, at the break, it's Australia leading Uruguay by 1-0. Marina Cantalejo in a busy first half. And on his whistle, will be away in the second. So a reminder of the scenario: Australia leading 1-0 on the night. It's 1-1 over the two legs. So if it was to stay this way, then we would have extra time and conceivably penalties. I'm not sure any of our hearts could stand that stress. Foul on Tim Cahill. Incidentally, no changes for either side, either coach during the break. No change that has been made so far by Australia. Cue on for Tony Popovic. Looks a good move, at least thus far, for Chris Hiddink. And here is Cue, trying to attack the Uruguayan fullback, and it's a free kick. And possibly a word in the ear of Diego Lugano, a Spanish official. Well, maybe just some signs that Harry Kewell's regaining some of that trickery with the feet that has made him arguably Australia's most famous player. More importantly, it's an early chance in this second half for the Socceroos to put more pressure on the Uruguayan defence. Bresciano, the goal scorer, standing over the ball. The crowd are on their feet again. It's a wonderful atmosphere inside Telstra Stadium in Sydney. And the Socceroos drive home their advantage. Bresciano curls it in. Oh, and Cahill was free. Couldn't get on it. Still in the box over the top corner.
Better free kick. The message at half-time to Bresciano: more of the same. Get your set pieces right.
Bresciano just urging the crowd in that far side. Australian corner. Over the top of Brett Emerton. Good header by Lugano. In the air by Grella. Either trying to retrieve it for Australia. Wide by Guillermo Rodriguez. Lucas Neal just trying the ball out of play. Jason Kalina just having a word with the Spanish official.
Protesting about the challenge on him, about bouncing ball. It was a poor defensive header from Grella. Came out the clearance. Kalina under pressure.
Emerton's tackle gives Uruguay their first corner of the second half.
Pressure on the man, on the ball, whenever it's distributed to someone, is critical for Australia. Can't start to allow Uruguayan players to get time on the ball.
Kova's getting some stick from the home fans, as you might expect. He's enjoying it. It's a mark of respect for a player. It's his delivery. It's a deep one. Oh, Lugano was free. Unfortunately, a foul had been committed on Tim Cahill. Sati's got some news from the dressing room during the break. Andrew?
As you'd expect, Simon, it was extremely tense on the sideline just before half-time. Some of the FFA officials were complaining with the fourth official and the substitutes from Uruguay, but it was one of extreme calm in the half-time chat from Hiddink. He asked the players to remain composed, don't panic, and the players were encouraging each other. I spoke to Ahmed Elric, who's not named on the substitutes bench tonight, and he said they are ready for the fight here tonight.
Sure they are. Thank you, Andrew. Guillermo Rodriguez, who's committed a series of fouls in this game. He's won the corner there for Uruguay. Schwarzer just urging that concentration, that focus. It's vital the Socceroos do not concede, having worked so hard to get their noses in front of this game. Kova's delivery, free header, and over the top by Morales.
You are joking.
And the flag had gone up on the far side in any case, but well.
Please. Guys. Back to evens. 2 corners, 2 free headers, one at the back post, one on the 6-yard box. Can't happen.
Come off the arm of Dario Rodriguez. He was appealing. There's Lugano. Varela. Good move by the Uruguayans. Alice and Diego Lugano wait in the middle.
Good tracking back.
It's a goal kick.
Brilliant stuff. Scotty Chipperfield stepped forward into midfield there. This time the challenge. It was a mistimed run coming out of the defensive line. Once he'd missed, the ball was into Morales. Boy wide for Uruguay was free. Needs to occupy that space. Chipperfield can only come forward. It's safe to do so. Thankfully, Harry Kuehl tracked back beautifully.
Here's Brett Everton. Varela did well to get the throw in. Wants to take it quickly. Colina in a bit of space. And he works it out to Chipperfield. And Kuehl. Step over and another. To the right foot. Oh, and a shot by Tim Cahill! Just right at the post, and it took a deflection too.
And he's taken a hit on the ankle as well. It's always dangerous there. Tell you what, I think it was Montero. He's always reading the play beautifully. As soon as he cut back, Montero's coming forward. He's got a foot in on Cahill's ankle.
Another Australian corner. 8 minutes gone in the second period. Bresciano to take. Cahill goes up. Good punch by Carini. Tapped by Aguero. He's got pace, has this winger. Whistle's blown. Jason Collins is going to get a card here.
It's a handful of Aguero. There's the danger for them. It looks in this second half. Gonna put the foot on the pedal. He's going out. Emerton. On that occasion, Colina had to track back out wide. Thought he would have had the pace.
Here's Guillermo Rodriguez. It's easy enough for Kuehl.
It's a different Harry Kuehl tonight. Loves that left side this week. Coach to take Australia to the World Cup. Rally Razic implored hitting. Pull him on that side. So far it's worked.
There's Everton on the other side. Back to Grella. Now Kuehl. Chipperfield's up in support. Everton have made a good run. Brett Everton's ball in. Montero, all his experience, just stuck out a right boot. Way into touch. Australia on top at the moment.
Kuehl's on fire. They need to keep feeding in the ball.
Colina with a little dink in towards Viduka. Bresciano! Could have been, maybe should have been. It was pretty high for Marco Bresciano.
It was pretty high for Mark Viduka. What did we say about feeding in the ball? Hiddings' message was, don't bring him into play too deep. It's where he's traditionally played, Mark Viduka. He's a lone striker, but coming too deep, under pressure, trying to hold the ball. And they maintain possession across midfield until he gets himself set. And let's get it into his feet, run off him.
How's your nerves at home? Pretty fraught here, I can tell you. Plenty to be positive about for Australia.
Comfortable at the back at the moment. Lucas Neal and Tony Vidmar. An excellent job.
Now goes central. Just bounced for Tim Cahill. He's in there trying to make a nuisance of himself. Picked up by Emerton. Australia, as they did for large swathes of Montevideo, controlling this. Here's Kuehl. The bounce worked for his favour. Over the top by Montero. Another Australian corner.
Again, beautiful work. But it's Harry Kuehl who's making the runs. He's tormenting the right fullback at the moment, coming deep, turning, using his body beautifully, turning players every time. He's just been forced a fraction wide to have a strike there. So third ball, he's fizzed across the box. Montero's been there every time.
And they're asking some searching questions of the Uruguayan defence here, Australia. Can they get this key second goal? Chipperfield's ball in, that's too close to the keeper. Now, Varela, a bit of space for him on the right. Australia trying to close off the gaps. Lucas Neal comes across.
Been outstanding.
Cahill, ready for Duke up in support. That's a big challenge by Diego Lugano. It'll be a throw-in.
Good run again by Cahill. It's a difference. Once he brought Kuhl on, adjusted the system. When we start going forward, we've got people making runs into those wide areas, stretching the fullbacks.
It's a bit short for Vinnie Grella. Lucas Neal having to track back a good 30-40 metres. Schwarzer. Done by Kuhl. Terra was there.
Right idea, Jason Kalina.
Jason Kalina having a word with the referee. A suggestion of a handball there against Reguero.
Beautiful.
Slide with a pass, finding Cahill. Now Chipperfield. Australia trying to build up a head of steam again. This man's the key. Harry Kuhl. It's very deep. Cahill! So it's gone already.
Well, we know he can leap. He's got up there and he's pulled it off his head. Keeper's not happy. Ball wasn't the greatest from Kuhl. Too close to the keeper. But gee, it's good signs for Australia. And Kuhl just drops off that forward line. Takes the defender forward, drops back into the space, gets it to his feet. Good run from Chipperfield going beyond him there, keeping the full back in the defensive area. And Kuhl to attack players.
Marciano's free in. Lots of space on the left-hand side. Australia forced to the right. Emerton, much too much weight on that one. It's tense, it's tight.
And when he got the ball then, Sadi was urging him to release it early. 2 on 3.
Confirmation of the attendance tonight, 82,698. One of them will be leaving early, I can guarantee that. Now, Australia have cut down on the free kicks, conceded in the second half, but they have coughed one up here. For Makoma to get involved. It's been a bit quiet in the second half. Vidmar deals with that one. Cahill, 50-50 ball, won by Kuhl. No foul given.
Good idea by Harry. Just flicking it over Lugano's leg. Been away there.
Lugano suggesting that Kuhl took a dive there.
More stellar work from Tony Vidmar.
Had a good game tonight, Tony Vidmar. He too has his critics, but served his country well down the years. Dario Rodriguez will get a card for that one. There's a late challenge on Jason Kalina. Goal-scoring hero of the first leg. It's a card in the second. In fact, he got a card in the first as well.
Jason's drawn the tackle. He's almost asked for it, really. It's unfortunate. Cahill couldn't get the ball to Emerton. He made a great run. Oh, he's gone in well over the ball there. Jason's gone in fairly. Decision by the referee.
3 yellows apiece. 1 goal apiece. In terms of the 2 legs.
Oh.
Lucas Neal took a knock there as well.
Sort of learned to release the ball early.
through the second period. Loses out in midfield. And turned by Chipperfield. There's some chasing back to do now. Neil's clearance. And finds Diogo. Morales. Kova's made a run into the middle. Little chip now. Diogo's there as well. And again, good work by Tony Vidmar.
Just staying on his line. And Vidmar to mop it up. See him on screen there. He's had a marvellous career. Still playing professionally in Holland. If he keeps this up, approach legend status. He's having a whale of a game.
Now some defending to do here for the Socceroos. Must not concede. Everton met him at the near post. Back to Rakova. Second bite of the cherry. Whipped it in with that cultured left boot, but Schwarzer was there.
Tiring Rakova, you know.
He's not had much of an impact in the second period, has he?
He hasn't had that much time this season with Inter Milan. Last month, I understand he's had a few games, or half games. But a full 90 minutes and a massive emotional effort in Montevideo, getting his team over the line. I wonder how tired he's getting.
Kuhl looks very sprightly. His best throw, though, has to be said.
See Rakova again. He's falling over. I think his legs are starting to go. His delivery on the free kicks. Execution is suffering.
Cahill. Trying to just weave his way past the defender. He's a bit too experienced for that.
It's good pressure. Defending from the front. Another easy possession. Play out of defence. Keep the pressure higher up the park. See, we're playing in their half.
20 minutes to go in Sydney. Australia trying to put to an end these of 7 previous failed campaigns. Diogo finds Varela. Varela commits the foul. Andrew Asati has some news on the touchline. Andrew?
Several Uruguayan substitutes have been warming up now for about 15 minutes, but Fossati has called Marcelo Zaлагeta to get ready to come on, so the Juventus striker about to make his entrance into this arena.
His timing is good. It's very good. They've been out of the game in the second half. Australia had the foot down. We've just started to take it off. Just starting to get a foothold in the second half.
Jason Kalina having to trot back. Now Lucas Neal under a bit of pressure. It's Chipperfield. Australia trying to play their way out of defence. Cahill.
Well.
They've done very well. Kalina goes long. Spotted him on from Viduka, just offside.
It's good play. 4 or 5 passes out under pressure. Grella was key. The link man came into him. He played the ball forward, didn't go backwards. Uruguay trying to step onto us. First touch, turned. Good play from the central midfielder. Relieved the pressure.
Good header by Lucas Neal. Morales battling with Neal again. It's intelligent play by the Blackburn defender. He wasn't panicked. Blue shirts around him. And now Uruguay can make their change, and it's, as you suspected, Craig. It's the danger man.
Interesting. He's gone. Well, well, well. It's good and bad. The brilliant set pieces are gone. He hasn't really done that tonight. A bit of genius has gone as well. Zaлагeta is capable, though.
Certainly is. Scored a hat-trick against Colombia in the World Cup qualifiers. 3-2 victory.
Different type of player. He might push further forward as well. We might have to adjust again at the back.
We've got 2 big men now up front. Zaлагeta and Morales.
Vinny has grown throughout this match. Right now, he's having his best match I've seen for Australia.
Well, he was pretty good in Montevideo. Here's Everton. Vigmar. Almost everybody behind the ball for Uruguay. Trying to make life difficult for the Socceroos. Grella, the offender.
Almost better off getting that ball in early, in behind for Kuhl or Viduka, and keep forcing them back. I get a bit nervous when we start playing around in front of them. They're so expert at stepping forward, killing the move, getting possession back and breaking out.
Free kick duties now with Paulo Montero. The departure of Recoba. Varela, was clattered into there. Referee's allowed play to go on.
Harry Kuhl.
Salachetru went down. Australian hearts in their mouths there.
Harry Kuhl's made a magnificent tackle.
Australia on the counter. Viduka. Everton and Cahill joining in support in the penalty area. Intelligent pass finding Kalina. It's good play by the Socceroos. They're able to retain possession. Pass cross though from Kuhl.
It's got to stop. It's no good lifting him into the far post. Carini's too good coming off his line. He's got to get him in around the near post, whipping in. Get the ball down and play off Viduka again. Play your 1-2s. Looks to me as well as though Harry Kuhl's starting to tire. He too hasn't had a lot of football.
He's made a great contribution in this game, that's for sure. A lot of involvement in the goal as well.
A lot of food for thought for hitting. How to adjust to the substitution. Also how to get back in the ascendancy in this game.
Cahill went to ground and referee's going to show Pablo Garcia the yellow card.
I think he's been lucky to escape it twice in the last 5 minutes actually. Hit Cahill once and Bresciano once from behind. Third time unlucky.
Can the Socceroos get lucky from this free kick? It's the final quarter of an hour of normal time. It goes on at 1-0. Extra time will loom. Bresciano's delivery. Viduka goes down. Half-hearted appeals for a penalty. Bresciano wins it back. Now Kuhl. Harry Kuhl.
Worth a strike. Worth a strike. Viduka backing in to Lugano in the box. Climbing over the top of Viduka. We've seen them given higher up the park. It's a big call though in the box. Referee often will wave on. And he would have given it further away from goal.
I think Husidic might just be thinking about possible change.
I think he is.
The likes of Aloisi.
I think he is. Legs starting to tire. Uruguay not creating anything.
It's Kuhl. And that Cahill just eluded Viduka. Montero was back. Vidmar's done well. Hill sweeps it out to Chipperfield.
It's concentration from here as the legs start to go.
Kuhl. A metre or two of space. Bresciano's wide left.
Okay.
Cahill with a header. Just didn't quite get hold of it.
If you're going to have one player arriving in the box for a ball on his head,
He's free too.
notwithstanding that it's a diving header, a man who lives and dies on his ability to head the ball with late runs into the box, he's probably the one.
Still it remains 1-0. Another free kick, Uruguay. Taken short. Chemo Rodriguez charged down well by Cahill. He's worked ever so hard tonight, Tim Cahill.
Australia getting out very quickly.
as though Alan Montero just have pulled a muscle there, tweaked a hamstring. He pulled up as soon as he got to the ball. That's a real worry for Jorge Fossati.
Tom Montero brought a groin injury into the game. He's had a couple of months. They've been nursing it along. Just watch here. It looks to be more pulling up. So maybe do a hamstring. Something on the right leg. You've got injuries in different areas of your lower torso. Can affect in different ways. He certainly didn't come in 100% fit.
He's 34 years of age. We shouldn't forget that now, Paulo Montero. He's one of the legendary defenders of world football. Uruguay just momentarily down to 10 men. And they get Largo ready.
This is where the battle is off the pitch as much as on. Hus Hiddink and Fossati looking at the watch. 11 minutes to go. Any substitution you make now will leave you one less if it goes to extra time. So far, Hiddink has 2 up his sleeve.
Chipperfield. He's had the free kick called against him for the challenge on Varela.
He's also got to be starting to think, who are my #1 penalty takers? I know it's early. These are all the things that go through the mind. Someone like Hiddink, if I take him off now, that's when Montero could be a key loss for Uruguay.
We've got a free kick here. Pablo Garcia. That's easy enough for Schwarzer.
There's the difference on the dead balls without Recoba.
Uruguay still to make that change. And the gap for Montero. Now, Harry Kuehl in round the back. Kuehl shot! Oh, Carini wasn't convincing. He's gotten away with it.
It's a good snapshot on the right. Bresciano had made his way in. So had Viduka once he got the ball off his head. Difficult to score at the near post. It's his right boot though. Needs to go to the far. And Carini save it across to Viduka.
Bresciano with the corner. Outswinger this time. Cahill was up there. Whistle's gone.
It's better though. It's better though. They've switched him from the other side.
9 minutes to go, Craig. How is this game and this tie going to end up? Just confirmation that it's Marcelo Sosa who's the change for Uruguay. Okay, Fossati without his captain. So just swapping things around a bit there. He did call for Largo first, as Andrew Fossati suggested, but he changed his mind. Marcelo Sosa is the replacement. As Vinigrella clears his lines. Chipperfield in a tangle. I don't think there's any questioning Australia's fitness. As keen in the 84th minute as they were in the first. That was epitomised by Brett Hamilton just a few seconds ago.
This is where you need the crowd now, willing the guys on. You need 82,000 voices in unison getting them over the line.
I've heeded your call, Craig. Comes out to Kuehl. Chipperfield on the overlap. Kuehl uses him as a decoy. It's come behind and it will be a corner. Well, there was 1 or 2 half-hearted appeals for a handball there, maybe not so half-hearted in terms of Harry Kuehl. Shade over 5 minutes to go. Bresciano's delivery. When he comes, doesn't get there. Here's Scott Chipperfield, takes a touch. Just couldn't get the shot away. Still the danger not averted for Uruguay. Helena chips it in. Viduka's header. Cahill goes after it. Dead ball is the end result.
Very good ball by Helena. Ball came out. Chipperfield controlled it. He should have taken a second touch as a strike. He could jink past the players. Not much room in the box.
Whistle's gone again. It's been a busy referee tonight. Pablo Garcia. Well spotted by Harry Kuehl, that ball. Now, Australian profit. Plenty back though for Uruguay in fairness. And that's a foul and a free kick.
It's hard to Kuehl. Harry needs to stay away. Just get away from him, it's done.
This will tell us more.
That was not a bad challenge actually from Lugano. He managed to get his body away from Kuehl. Kuehl started to go down before the contact was there. I've got to say, it was the right decision.
It's going to take something special to win this tie in normal time. Up and under. Jules happy to let it bounce out of play. Do the Socceroos have what it takes to edge out a very sturdy and robust opponent? They've been well ahead on points in this game. Well spotted the run of Everton. Now Reguero. This comes Cahill to double up. Free kick's gone Australia as well.
Right. Body across the ball.
Kalina. Now would surely win it. Down the line by Everton. Bresciano taking on Pablo Garcia. Corner.
Beautiful run, Bresciano.
Surely a corner.
Oh, I don't know how that works.
Well, if there is one person in the ground, apart from the referee, who doesn't think that's a corner, I'd be very, very surprised.
It's okay. Some go your way, some don't.
It's a corner.
Oh, it's clearly a corner.
The linesman's about 5 metres away.
Oh, it's quite ridiculous. Just getting upset about it. I think they've done well so far.
Get upset if Uruguay score here, I can tell you that. Salajeta. Neil there, as he's been all night.
Numbers back. Just need no foul.
Well, Chipperfield's clearance. Another foul given. This time Viduka is penalised.
So strongly down there.
You can see what the Australian bench thought about that. Well, 44 fouls, our stat count says. Let's go. For either team to force a winner. Set for the extra half hour, which incidentally, just for your information, away goals will count double. Salajeta into the path of Morales. Out of play. Rodriguez, you can sense the nerves around Telstra Stadium. Salajeta. Who's managed to get a body in the way. Charlo wins the free kick.
One last attack.
It would be wonderful if the Socceroos could get the job done in normal time.
You want to get it down, keep it down, their defensive third. Get 1 or 2 strikes for the final whistle.
Back into the danger zone by Grella.
You must keep it here.
Salajeta.
Everton's got to help him.
Fresh legs off the bench. Cross comes Neil. Still Salajeta. Reguero. Which is a huge up and under. Schwartz Gallis. Good concentration by Schwartz. He's not too much to do. Well, the free kick has been given.
It's going to give us a heart attack. It throws like that.
Is there time left for one more Socceroos attack? Maybe now. 30 seconds left of the 3 minutes. Kuhl on the turn. Slight miscontrol. Neil goes route one, looking for Viduka. Carini claims.
Get you one go. You have to close up shop now.
Well, there it is. The final whistle. Australia have won on the night by a goal to nil, but it's all square on aggregate. So we're going to be in extra time, extra half hour, and then, if necessary, penalties. Well, I'm sure Husidink has had his say during the brief recess. I suppose we should say, Fozzie, that it's not only Montero and Rakoba, but Forlan that's missing as well. And really, Uruguay are down to the bare bones. And we should also remember they've never scored in Australia. So the omens really are all with the Socceroos.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
And here we go. First period of extra time. 15 minutes each way. No golden goal. Away goals would count double.
Australia have dominated plenty of games in world football. Copped a sucker punch. The difference is we've got the tactical plan. Make sure that doesn't happen tonight. This last 30 minutes, Simon, it's not about tactics, it's about belief. It's about belief in the shirt, belief in what you're trying to achieve. To me, it looks as though this bunch of players have got it.
Certainly all hope so. They've got some defending to do here at the start of this first period of extra time. The crowd needs to lift Australia as well, because there's some tired legs out there, not just on the Uruguayan team. They need to play their part. Dario Rodriguez launches a huge bomb into the Australian area. Mark Schwarzer, safe pair of hands. Now here's Brett Emerton. A phenomenal amount of work on that right-hand side. Throws it towards Viduka. Beautifully controlled. Cahill, there's nobody in the box for Australia at the moment. One corner.
Really slow to get there to the wide area. The Uruguayan's gone down.
It will be that a touch of cramp, or just picked up a slight knock. It's Dario Rodriguez. He's back up on his feet. Fasati can't afford any more injuries. Corner Australia. Everybody on their feet at Telstra Stadium. Bresciano's delivery, not the best. Here comes to try and meet the header. Here's Grella. Viduka. Real battle with Lugano. Chipperfield out to Kuhl. Kuhl trying to take on Diogo around the outside.
It's a tough ask. He's a very good fullback. Plays for Real Madrid, no less. I just get the sense Harry Kuhl is going to have a big say in the outcome of this football match. In that second half, he had 2 or 3 times. He was running with the ball forward in open play. Once or twice, almost got him behind them. If he gets that chance against a tired defence, extra time, I think he might settle it.
Australian fans trying to get behind the team. Free kick Uruguay meantime. Rodriguez, the version that is. Taking it short, thought better of it. Goes Salageta, did win the header, no power on it. Thank you very much, Schwarzer.
2 Australians jumping for the ball. Don't need that. And snuck around the back. And 1 man in the air. Someone tracking the runner.
Grella. Cahill. intelligently finding Emerton. Nowhere to go, though. Neal. Now Tim Cahill is moving into Guillermo Rodriguez, possibly Bresciano as well.
That's the right decision.
John Aloisi is going to come on any moment. Defence is the man to come off, right?
That's a good question. It's a very good question. I wouldn't be surprised if Timmy Cahill comes off. He's been looking tired, sort of 15 minutes or so. Hasn't really got on the ball. He's not getting forward when we counter-attack. He's not getting himself in the box.
Well, offside against Mark Viduka. That means they can make the change, and it's Marco Bresciano who's going to be the man to make way for John Aloisi. He's been the hero of the night so far, Bresciano.
But he has. But he has indeed. He gives him a warm reception as he comes off the park. There's another one who was just tiring. It's going to take a massive effort from every gold shirt.
John Aloisi did the business for Australia and Germany earlier in the year. Will he be the hero tonight? Uruguay looking to make another change as well, which will be their third and final one. Looks like it's the flying winger, Fabian Stoyanov. Meantime, here's Pablo Garcia. Guillermo Rodriguez. Salajeta. Ankle tap by Neal. Free kick's taken quickly. Varela. Now, Varela. Oh, just flies past the post.
I'm sure it was a foul from Lucas Neal. I think it was pretty hard done by, actually. That's the second time we've had easy strikes outside the box. There's plenty of time in extra time. Need to make sure keep the gate shut at the back. Oh, that's unlucky. That's harsh.
Penalised for handball. Uruguay about to make their third and final change. It's like for like Mario Reguero for Stoyanov, young man who plays his football in Spain for Cadiz. He's earning rave reviews. He's got searing pace. He caused the Socceroos a few headaches on Saturday. He came on as a replacement. Here's his first touch. Fabian Stoyanov.
He will just get everything in the box.
And behind Kuhl.
Saying Simon, they bring him on now. Jalajeta and Morales up front, and they will be getting as many balls in the box to those two big men as they possibly can the remainder of this match.
Set piece for Australia to defend. Again, it was Guillermo Rodriguez. Got a clean header in, just couldn't keep it down. These are nervous moments for the Socceroos.
Just lost control at the moment. Uruguay, a couple of fresh legs. Putting their foot on the ball, their build-up's better. A little bit more tired. They're not pressuring them so high up the park. They're playing out of defence now.
Aloisi loses out. Something this ball. Really is a case now, Craig, of who's going to blink first. Garcia straight into Aloisi.
So there's the legs go, Simon. Extra time. It's all about just keeping the mind sharp. If you switch off for 1 second, the details, as Hiddink repeatedly says, the details leave one man free. And the details in attack. This type of situation, the delivery.
Tony Vidmar's up from the back. Chipperfield's delivery. It's the right idea again. Cahill the target. Carini, for the first time tonight, shows a very safe pair of hands.
Ball too far. Left boot curling in towards the keeper. Too much height.
Too much height there for Grella. Now this is a real chance for Uruguay. Round the back of Lucas Neal, into the near post, beaten away by the Australian defence.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant defending. Brilliant defending. Poor work from Grella. The ball was bouncing, came out, was sold far too high up the park. Left Emerton with two guys running at him. Wasn't able to control the header. Stojanov was in. Three men threw themselves at the ball.
Another corner to defend for the Socceroos. Away by Vidmar. Retrieved by Pablo Garcia. Thump clear by Mark Viduka. Socceroos living on their nerves at the moment. Ball again won by Uruguay, but Schwarzer says, I'll have that.
And that's a good delivery out to Kuhl.
Viduka and Aloisi up ahead. How much has Kuhl got left in the tank? 3 blue shirts alongside him, and 3 was more than enough. His first time, and Kuhl's done ever so well.
He has done. He has done. He's fighting, Harry Kuhl. He's fighting.
On the far side are giving it some as well. They're hugely involved in this game.
Every time a player gives something extra, it means something. Teammates build on it.
Here's Grella. Squares it for Emerton. Emerton thought about the shot. He did have a shot. Long way off target by Brett Emerton.
First touch let him down. It's too close to his feet.
Lucas Neal fell a bit awkwardly there. He's going to need a bit of treatment. It wasn't so much the challenge, but it's the way Lucas Neal fell. Small on the back job. I'm sure he'll be all right. He's a tough character, Lucas Neal. Listen to the Aussie crowd. Flicked on by Viduka. While Garcia was there, Viduka backed into a corner. Free kick.
It's all right. They were out there, 3 on 2. Chipperfield had gone forward, probably didn't need to. There's no advantage played.
.54 fouls in the game now.
Thoughts, I still remember watching in '93 against Canada, saved 2 to get us through to the Argentina playoff. He was only 21 at the time. Showed a lot of strength. Hold back in.
We back Australia to score from this free kick. This would be an opportune moment to score. First period of extra time is nearly up. Foul on Kuhl. Provides them with this free kick. Again, the crowd rises. Plenty up from the back. It's a deep one towards Aloisi. On the volley. Blocked by the Uruguayans again. And the whistle goes. The end of the first period of extra time. Yet again, the raw Craig remains in the throats of the Australian fans. Well, the second period of extra time is about to begin. You can sense the tension and the excitement amongst the Australian fans. Players must be feeling this wave of energy from the crowd. 83,000, and that man will be a legend if Australia can do it tonight. They certainly worked hard enough for it. Chances have been pretty few and far between, certainly from inside the box. Can they find one chance and one goal in this final 15 minutes? If not, it'll be the shootout. Offside flag up against John Aloisi.
Need to keep bodies back. Uruguay have shown in this game they're not too often going to break us down with their passing. We sling some balls in from wide areas. One thing we don't is to be caught shorter man in the centre of defence.
Essentially, Australia now have, I suppose, a front three of Kuhl, Viduka and Aloisi. Surely they can find a goal from somewhere. Lovely touch by Harry Kuhl. Emerton was almost teed up, just delayed too long. Now Australia do need to get bodies back. That's good for us. Just don't need to commit too much forward. Chipperfield's gone in to join in. Emerton's up there as well. We're capable of scoring here without getting everyone forward. Need to be smart.
John Aloisi peeled away off his marker, gives chase. Carini just there a fraction before him. I do sense though, Craig, Australia score, Uruguay are gone.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. I believe we've got a goal in us.
Salajeta, the other end. 50-50 ball, and Kuhl wins it.
Beautiful. He's not happy about the studs up either.
Sosa back to Diogo. Vinny Grella on the hand. He's really struggling, is Brett Emerton. He's just saying to the referee,
want to get him on now.
They want to make a change. Cantaleo says you'll have to wait.
Well out.
Meet and drink for Schwarzer.
Beautiful.
Will the instruction be to kick the ball out of play so they can make the change? Just yet. Awkward bouncing ball for Diogo. Kuhl's in there. Just wouldn't go Australia's way. Ball's away by Sosa. Salajeta. Stoyanov. All are still there making the challenges. Aloisi. Free kick given.
He's done well, drawn the foul. Now we get Skoko on. Emerton can't get off quick enough.
10 minutes to go.
To make history. For each and every guy to be remembered for eternity.
Chipperfield goes down the line. Kuhl. Well, it's a goal kick. Even Fossati looks surprised.
Skoko, fresh legs. Centre of midfield, Garcia there with him. Very tired. It's a match-up. Could do something for us if he can get the ball to his feet, Skoko. Can beat a man.
Take set pieces as well. And penalties, of course. Skoko, best first touch. Picked up by Grella. Best pass by Vinny Grella either.
He's recovered well.
Sosa trying to find Stoyanov.
Good work by Chipperfield. And in front of Stoyanov there. Through the bad pass.
Attention.
Fossati's just thrown a ball into the back of Chipperfield. Come on. No, it's tense, but have some class.
He's had one or two tactics, hasn't he, throughout the two legs. Jorge Fossati, as usual, he's pleading innocence. And that's just given Australia a little extra spur. Again, the crowd rise. Skoko's delivery, too close to the goalkeeper. Doesn't matter who takes them, they've been down Carini's throat all night.
You can't have the coach throwing a ball at a player. He should be off, sending the guy out. Get rid of the coach, get him off the bench, up in the stand. That's out of order.
Certainly is.
Sent 2 away from the bench already tonight as Cantaleo.
The guy was trying to fight with one of the Argentine players. Just leave it on the pitch.
Australia have won possession back again. Kuhl trying to find Aloisi. Picked up by Grella. Australia pushing, probing.
Now the delivery's got to be good.
Kalina.
Go around him. Good ball.
Skoko. Bit of space for Josip Skoko. Cut out by Pablo Garcia.
It's made a difference. Skoko. Fresh legs in the middle. He's a presence now. Right on there earlier. Good little dart in behind the defence.
5 gold shirts to aim for. Again, the whistle has gone. Foul by Tim Cahill on this occasion. And again, some afters. Well, it's been niggly. Referee, I don't think has helped at times, Craig. He's been a little whistle happy. He's hitting implacable as ever.
I just think there's some things that the assistant referees could and should have seen. All the stuff behind play, you know it's coming. I think the boys have dealt with it well. Again, it's all about preparation. Put their minds on the job. Didn't get drawn in.
Cahill finding Jason Kalina. He's almost at right back. Back to Cahill. Skoko is short. Cahill goes down the line. Good ball. Aloisi. Kuhl and Viduka wait in the middle. Skoko drills it in. Oh, real chance for Viduka, and credit to Diego Lugano.
It's world class. It's world class defending. It's quite outstanding. It's a great ball, but he read it all the way. Viduka took him out of the space. He knew.
Corner Australia. Not the best. Away by Pablo Garcia. Kalina back to Skoko. Again, not a great delivery. Again, Australia will pick the scraps up. There's only one team that wants to win this at the moment, it seems. Here's Kuhl. In towards Viduka. Aloisi couldn't get there.
The idea was right.
Vidmar's header. Lugano in turn.
Brilliant. Vinny Grella.
Now Lucas Neal. Trying to seek out Aloisi. Didn't quite get there. Australia winning all the 50-50 balls at the moment. Uruguay look a tired team.
Vidmar handballed off the chest. That was one then.
Towards Viduka. Oh, out came Carini. It's fallen for Skoko. Josip Skoko.
Good lad.
I thought that was the moment just for a second.
It's good. It's very good. It's keeping the pressure on. It's a lot of high balls into the box. Viduka. He's been majestic. He's won a lot. He's been a presence all night. And at this time, when he got tired defenders, there's nothing wrong with just getting the ball in and around that box. Try and draw a mistake.
Salajeta run out of it by Skoko. Oh, whistle's gone again by Cantaleo. Surely Australia can't blow it. 3.5 minutes left.
Lucas Neal on Morales.
Pablo Garcia's ball in.
Lucas Neal. You've got to get to it.
Morales. Oh, Morales! Oh, metre or two wide of the post. Oh, dear.
That's just tired legs, that.
You can hardly stand the tension.
This is where it's difficult. You get the ball out. As soon as it's delivered back in, you've got to be close to people. Should have had someone near him. Lucas got across.
It's the final 3 minutes. Stoyanov. Well watched by Vidmar.
Brilliant.
Now Kalina. To halfway. Kuhl screaming for the ball wide left. Here's the target. Came off Kuhl last. Goal kick.
He's had a massive battle with Diogo. Geez, a good defender.
Nobody's worked harder than Kuhl for Australia tonight.
No, he's been outstanding. He made the difference when he came on, but he's done it at both ends. He's tracked back 4 or 5 times when he really needed to. He's not been carried by anyone in this team. Indeed, they've all stood up.
Chipperfield's header. Aloisi. Still off. A loose ball there for Uruguay.
It's not a bad foul from Josip. Break up the play.
Just about 90 seconds left.
They need bodies.
In extra time.
Schwarzer might have to come off his line. He's got to be strong.
Pablo Garcia's ball in. Oh, and a real chance here for Australia.
Oh, brilliant. Good work from the big man. Gee, it's a tight header. No power. Go now. Now you go.
Kuhl's ball. Too far for Aloisi.
Gee, look what have done with... Oh, tell you what. Talk about heart attacks. Schwarzer stayed on his line.
Really, never been involved in a match as tense as this.
Hiddink said in the press conference yesterday, he said, this is high-level football. Tell you what, you're not wrong.
It's high-pressure football. It's just for the fans.
Well, if Australia are going to do it, then we're going to truly deserve it.
This may be the last chance in extra time. Chipperfield's ball in. Don't you know it? Flags up again. It seems every time the ball goes in the penalty area, there's a foul by someone. And that may just be that for extra time. It looks like the dreaded shootout. There it is. Penalty kicks will decide a place in World Cup 2006. Australia's destiny will be from 11 metres in the capable hands, we hope, of Mark Schwarzer. We're told that there will be a toss of the coin to decide who goes first. So the two captains called together, Mark Viduka and Pablo Garcia. Of course, Paulo Montero, who probably would have taken a spot kick, I would have thought, for Uruguay.
Absolutely.
He's been substituted.
Makoba, the shoe-in for a penalty. He's off as well. Any of you at home, even remotely religious, now's your time. Say football's a religion, and it is for all of us. You've got to feel it down to your soul, but tonight, say a prayer for these boys. Just can't think about what's riding on the penalty. These guys are good enough to put it in the back of the net.
Well, it's Harry Kuhl who's going to go first for the Socceroos. If you thought 90 minutes in extra time was drama, you ain't seen nothing yet, folks. Here we go. It's Harry Kuhl against Fabian Carini. First penalty, Australia.
Beautiful.
Goal. Beautifully put away by Harry Kuhl.
Sheer class, Harry. Sheer class.
1-0 for Australia in the penalty shootout. Now, next up is the man who scored the only goal in Montevideo. It's the left-footer Dario Rodriguez. Both benches linked arm in arm. Rodriguez against Mark Schwarzer. Save by Schwarzer!
Great
He's
save.
done it again! In the shootout, Mark Schwarzer is the hero for Australia.
It's a massive save. It's huge. Mark, you've done it once, son. You can do it again.
Nice height, it had to be said. Listen, still a long way to go in this shootout. Still need nerves of steel from the spot. Next up is Lucas Neal, who's had a great game. It's Neal.
Oh,
it's 2-0. Australia 2-0 up in the shootout. Oh, it's tense. It's so tense.
On halfway, arm in arm. Team spirit for the jersey.
And here's Gustavo Varela. Another save from Schwarzer, and Australia are nearly there. It's Varela. Oh, it's just underneath Schwarzer.
It's too good. Again, he held his ground, Schwarzer. He's reading them, he's not going early. It's worked once. Tony Vidmar, just pick your spot.
Come on, Tony. It's Vidmar.
Beautiful.
It's beautifully put
Good
away.
on your son.
3-1, Australia in the shootout. And they're
Outstanding.
edging closer to the World Cup.
He's the hero. Tony Vidmar is the hero tonight. He's been massive.
Now, a lot of responsibility on a very young man's shoulders for Uruguay. Fabian Stoyanov against Mark Schwarzer. Here we go. Beautifully tucked away by Stoyanov.
Yeah.
3-2.
You must get this one. You must get this one.
Have to score.
You must go to 4-2 and put the pressure on their on this next kick. Now, as you open the door, possible 3-3. Mark Viduka, and rightly so.
He's played a captain's role, Mark Viduka. Graham Arnold can't look. Viduka. Oh, he's put it wide. Would you believe it? Mark Viduka.
Mark Schwarzer now.
Who was enormous in the first leg.
Oh, he's been enormous tonight as well. People miss penalty kicks. Roberto Baggio missed. Michel Platini missed in a World Cup. He's been a great captain. Now up to Mark Schwarzer. This would be a great one to save. A great one to save.
Schwarzer just perhaps a little mind game with Salagetta. Asking whether the ball was on the spot. Here is Salagetta. Oh,
Big
great save again by Schwarzer!
It's a huge save!
Wonderful save!
It's as big as we've ever seen in Australia. I'm sorry it is. It's as big as we've ever seen under pressure. It's the sort of heart that you need to make World Cups. Mark Schwarzer, you are a champion.
Now, that means that if John Aloisi can score this goal, Australia will be there.
Are you sure?
I'm trying to do my maths. I can hardly.
4-2.
I can
He
hardly
wins it
stand
for us. John.
Here's Aloisi for a place in the
You
World
win it
Cup.
for us.
He scored! Australia have done it!
John! Come on!
John Aloisi, the Confederations Cup hero, has done it in the biggest game of all.
Come on, Australia! Johnny won!
At last, at long last. 31 years, 4 months and 24 days have passed since Australia ended its campaign at the '74 World Cup. And now, finally, belatedly, wonderfully and joyfully, Australia is back on the biggest stage. What a night! What drama, what tension. And it's ended in success, and Koos Hiddink is a legend.
Oh, he's a freak. He's a genius. And his legend grows. But these guys talk about legends. They knew what they could achieve coming into these two games. John Aloisi, who better? Who better to get us through? A guy who's always put the national team first. It's cost his career at times. Comes from a big football family. Everyone in Adelaide will be going mad down there, right around the country. 32 years, Simon. 32 years. Bart's. His career was ended against Uruguay with a chop to the neck. He was a brilliant player. These guys, they've done it for the country. It's something very,
very special. And they put football on the map in this country.
Kusinik has succeeded. Before him, Frank Arok, Terry Venables, Eddie Thompson, Frank Farina, all tried so hard. But tonight is Australia's night. They've deserved it. They've earned it. They said it was their time. It is their time. I tell you what, Greg, may not have been born in Australia. And tonight, I am, you are, we are Australia. The only question now is what can they do at the World Cup? This is a team from every community in Australia. It's our team, and our team are going to the World Cup. And Johnny, you told us so.
And so ended undeniably the most momentous football match ever played in Australia. It was human theatre as it could never be scripted, reality television that could never be concocted by concept jockeys with no concept of reality. And the crowd and the television audience nationwide responded in kind. Now we look ahead to see what we do with the prize and that place in next year's World Cup finals in Germany. The late Johnny Warren said before his death, we shouldn't be concerned with qualifying for the World Cup, we should be concerned with winning it. Perhaps a bit too early for that so soon, but there is no doubt that Australia's fascination with the World Cup will now turn towards what we can do in the finals, having at last got there. The draw for the finals will be telecast live on SBS on the morning of December 10, and then the build-up will truly begin for the tournament itself, beginning June 9 of 2006. Stay tuned for the continuing adventure as we leave you with the victorious Socceroos celebrating a moment neither they nor us will ever forget. From the World Game, good night.